few years ago, a Fish and Game officer rode into our camp, and he accused me of being a camp jack. I said to him, "What in the hell is a camp jack?" And he said, "Well, that's the guy that does all the cleaning, the cooking, and chops firewood." Well, he ought to know that I've got 18-year-old grandkids in there hunting with me, and there's no way I'm ever going to chop any firewood. So the series we're going to do today is we're going to thank Raleigh and Soda Springs, Idaho for the inspiration for the Camp Jack series. And we hope you enjoy it. When we go into the backcountry, we try to keep all of our meals down to 30 minutes or less. We've had a lot of people ask us, "Do you eat Mountain House or do you take in MREs?" Heck no, that stuff tastes like crap. We take real food. And today I'm going to show you how to make chicken breast, mashed or potatoes and gravy, and hot rolls. And this is going to be, we're going to try to make this a weekly series. Everything will be be able to make within 30 minutes or less, so that when you come in, somebody can just start the cooking and cooking process. It's done when everybody hits the tent, because at the end of a day when it's been cold, nasty, and they've had a rough hunt, they want to have something hot, a good hot meal in their stomach before they go to bed. So we're going to give you a series on cooking, and it's going to be called the Camp Jack series. Thank you, Raleigh. Today we're going to do boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I usually set these up about 1 o'clock in the afternoon with potatoes, and it cooks until 5 o'clock in the afternoon. We put it on a real slow cook. It cooks till 5 in the afternoon. When we come in from hunting, then we'll have a hot meal. We don't have to wait for it. We don't have to do any cooking. I try to make it as simple as I possibly can when we're up in the hills, because we've got 8 to 12 young men that are grandsons and sons, and boy, when they get in from hunting, they burn a lot of calories for the day, and they definitely want to eat a good hot meal. What we're going to do is we're going to get our cast iron Dutch oven hot. We're going to put a little Crisco in it, and that's where we're going to brown up our chicken breast. Okay. So what we're going to do is we put our Crisco in. We got the pan good and hot, and we're going to sear our chicken breasts. And I usually go 2 breasts per person. Add salt and pepper to your taste. I never put too much on because I always want them to do it by themselves to finish it off. Once we get the chicken brown on all sides, you know, I like to add cream of mushroom soup to mine, but a lot of people like cream of chicken. So I'm going to add 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup. On that hot skillet. I'm going to take a can of evaporated milk and dump it in there and mix it 50-50 with water. I mix it 50-50 with water because if I don't, it has a real different texture to it. If you can see, it's coming to a boil. Two cans of cream and mushroom soup, 2 cans of evaporated milk, 50-50 with water. And what I like to do is bring it to just almost to a rolling boil, but not quite. Make sure nothing's stuck to the bottom when we start out. And while that's coming to a boil, I'm gonna cut up some potatoes that I have washed to put in on top of it. What I like to do is add a 1 Idaho potato in there for every person that's eating for the night. One last little stir. And we're going to put the lid on. And I'm going to turn it down to as low as it'll go on the setting. And in 3 to 5 hours, your meal will be done. Well, if you haven't figured it out by now, you can probably realize that I've got my 3.5-year-old grandson helping me today. And so I think right now would be a good time for you to subscribe to our channel. Reach down and hit that subscribe button and share it with a friend and like it. We're going to do Rhodes dinner rolls tonight, and what I like to do is just slightly grease my pan before I get started, about 1/3 of the way up on the sides and all the way across the bottom. And I use just Crisco oil. It says spray it with Pam or whatever, but I still like the Crisco just as good as it's as good as it gets. Okay, especially when you're in the back country. What you want to do is lay these rolls in there. On the Rhodes rolls, it takes 4 to 6 hours to dry, so I just separate them out in the Dutch oven, and I leave them until I get back in, and then it takes about 20 minutes to cook them. So we'll just let those rise and put the lid on, and in 3 or 4 hours when we come back in from hunting, they will be ready to put on the briquettes or the coals. That's how they should look when you get them in the Dutch oven. That's how your dinner should look just as you put it in. Notice it's just starting to bubble. Okay, here we are. We're checking our biscuits to see how they turned out. It looks to me like they're just about ready to start cooking. So we're going to get our briquettes going. Since we don't have a campfire here, we'll take a look and see how those have risen. That's been exactly 3 hours, and those will really be delicious rolls when we get them cooked up. We got our fire pit, we got our briquettes going, and as soon as those cook down, we'll put the briquettes on the top and the bottom of the Dutch oven, and we'll have dinner going. This is our Dutch oven. That's our dinner after about 3 hours of cooking. It looks like the potatoes are done perfectly, and so's the chicken, and we have gravy to go with it. Cast iron Dutch oven in there, and we're going to put 8 briquettes underneath it on the bottom and 10 on top, and we're going to cook these hot rolls we're cooking for dinner tonight. Get 10 on the bottom and 16 on top. They're small briquettes, so let's see how it cooks. Well, we're going to check our biscuits. They've been in about 20 minutes. Oh, those are golden brown. They're perfect. I'm going to take a little butter and rub across the top of them. And we'll take them off the briquettes and they'll be done. Those are perfect. And here's the finished product. We have potatoes, we have our chicken, we have our hot roll, and we have corn on the cob tonight. And it doesn't look good. It's going to be a great meal. So thanks for watching. Now would be a good time for you to subscribe to our channel. We're trying to bring you all kinds of new stuff. So once again, thank you very much for watching.